Hey people, welcome to the Wednesday stream. It is 6:30 p.m. March the 11th, I believe. It's around 5 degrees Celsius, I think, outside. It's raining all day long. I think the rain is finally stopping. People popping into the chat. Hello Chowdhury, how you doing? Leo Chung, Chantel, John Nicholson, Rebecca, hello. Vivian Johnson, Carol L. Lee. Hello Steglash, Gertuj. Hello Fast Rick. Ashnix is here, hello. Drew Costin, Lena Sandoval, Yvonne Atherton, I'm doing pretty good. Hello, Greg. William, what's up? Transit Mobile Scooter. Welcome, everyone. Jacques Avita is here. How you doing, Avita? You're just here. Thought I'd start off inside the mall, but I'm going to head outside. Thankfully, the rain has finally come to an end. I thought I'd be doing a rain stream tonight. I wasn't really looking forward to it, to be honest. Hello, Lee John and Scott. Daniel, what's up? Typical busy inside the Eaton Centre here. I don't think there is a Gucci inside the Eaton Centre. Or as I like to call it, a Gucky. No Guckies here. Hello Zach, how you doing? BG? Yeah, Avita says there's no Gucky in here. No, I didn't do any shopping. I never really do any shopping in here. I just walk through it to record videos or stuff like this, basically. I can't remember the last time I did actual shopping in the Eaton Centre on my own. I was here with my sister a couple weeks ago, not even a couple weeks ago, and she did some shopping when I was with her. And that was like torture for me, kind of standing around watching her shop. When I need clothes, I go to Value Village. I'm one of those types. I like Value Village. Hello, Socks. Looks like the arcade in Cleveland. Yeah, just a much newer version. The one in Cleveland is really old, right? This one is getting old, but it's not that old yet. 1977 is when this was first opened. So it's almost 50 years old. Getting there. Yeah, good deals to be found at Value Village over the next few days till Sunday. But I'm going to head outside, obviously. And according to the forecast, there's 0% of rain for the rest of the evening. Let's see how accurate that is. 0%. That's pretty, you know, that's not messing around. When they say 0, they better mean 0. I better not get rained on. I should know better by now than to believe any of these weather forecasts, because most of the time they're not right. Do I like shopping for clothes? No, I very much dislike shopping for clothes. I only do it when it's absolutely necessary. I'll wear the same t-shirts for years until they're literally falling apart. And then I'm like, oh, I guess I have to go get some new shirts. No, I didn't bring my umbrella because the forecast said 0% chance of precipitation for the rest of the evening. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to bring my umbrella. Will I regret it? Probably. Yeah, everything's all foggy out there all day. It was raining hardcore, like, all day, like from early morning. Like 6 in the morning, it was just pouring. And I might have been out there at 6 in the morning recording a video, maybe. That's right, I'm maybe that crazy. I might have actually been out there in the pouring rain at 6 in the morning. I guess we'll find out soon. Maybe, Scott. When I was like a kid and a teenager, I didn't mind going shopping for clothes with my mom or whatever. I didn't mind it then. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I didn't like detest it. Hey, Carol Cassie, hello. First last, how you doing? Susie from TO. It's nasty outside for sure. Digital Blade, or it was. Mr. Adam's Apple, what's up? And everyone else, hello back to anyone. If you said hi to me, maybe I missed your greeting. My bad if so. I'll say hi back to all of you. Deb's Crazy Daily. Alright, we're almost up to 200 viewers and I haven't even started walking yet. So let's do that. Let's start the walking. Let's get out of this mall. It has that mall smell. Alright, I'm gonna plug in my power bank over here. I'm all powered up. Hey Christos, hello. I'm sure this cord isn't all tangled up, but it seems to be. Straighten out. To make sure I have slack on this cord so it doesn't pull on my phone. It smells like rotten armpits in the Eaton Centre. That's when you know it's time to leave, right? It's time to get the heck out of here. Hey, Aiden Thompson McGuire, hello. I don't usually buy shoes at Value Village. Just jeans or whatever, t-shirts. I haven't had to buy my own shoes in so long. I always get shoes as a gift from like my sister or someone else, like a friend or that sort of thing. Yeah, I haven't had to buy shoes for myself in a long time. The boots I'm wearing now were a gift from my sister. My Vessi shoes that I still have were a gift from Megan. My other shoes, did I buy those myself? I might have bought my Converse All-Stars myself maybe, but that was like 4 years ago or something. All right, Yonge Street, but we're not going to stay on Yonge Street. Hey, Alex Oliveira. I think we're going to go to Dundas and then we'll take a walk west. West along Dundas. Kenny does Dundas. I just muted the audio there for a second. I suddenly had the urge to cough. Don't want to assault all of your ears with my coughing attack there. My throat just got all scratchy and tickly. It's like, uh-oh, I think a cough is required here. Fin Excellent. You never buy anything on Amazon? I rarely buy things on Amazon. And very rarely. The occasional gadget and that sort of thing. When I was first getting ready to do live streams, I bought my very first gimbal and this phone on Amazon. And over 5 years later, I'm still using the same phone. But I've gone through a whole bunch of gimbals, man. Gimbals don't last very long. If you get 2 years out of a gimbal, you're doing well. Some of them don't even last that long. Hey, E-Cypher. And hello, Neville, or Chris Mills. I don't know why I thought that said Neville. What's up, Chris Mills? Toronto's Do What Music guy is here. Kind of windy out here. Blech. Not very pleasant, even if it's stopped raining. It's still kind of a shit weather day, you know. After all the nice weather we had just recently. Fake spring, man. I was really enjoying fake spring. But I knew it would come to an end. Is my power bank not connected? Try to find a dry kind of spot to put my phone down for a second here. There are no dry spots, everything is wet. Hey, D. Harriet. Prometheus. I have no idea what you're saying. Ted S. But Prometheus, the movie, was pretty good. I mean, some people hated it. I thought it was pretty good. 20 centimeters of snow in Timmins. Ay, caramba. What town is this? This is Smooth Rock Falls, Ontario. Beautiful Smooth Rock Falls. Can you not tell? E. Blake, hello. Well, let's hope my gamble pays off to not bring my umbrella. Behold, beautiful downtown Smooth Rock Falls. Hello, Rebecca. Bradley, what's up? You'll be at the airport. I was at that airport not too long ago, a couple times. I walk in front of Denny's and I lose signal. What's up with that? What's up with shitty signal right in front of Denny's here? What's up, Eddie Clark? RK8, welcome. Denny's doesn't like Kenny, yeah. Kenny versus Denny. What's up, Wing Zero? Hey, watching from Nashville. Awesome. Music City. That's a really up and coming city now. It's kind of leveled up, you know? You got a gimbal for your vacation. Hey, awesome. Do some streaming from Mexico. That sounds like it could be good. Hope it goes well. I feel like my phone is not level with the horizon here. Kind of have to tilt it a bit. Hey, math doctors. What's up, Dan? How you doing? And Jasmine is here. Opening special, Mackie Mart. Another addition to Little Tokyo. Hello, Jacqueline. How you doing? Gotta look at this view before I cross University Avenue. Yeah, look at the tower. It's all sort of half shrouded in a low-hanging, foggy, misty a low-hanging ceiling. A honka honka burning love. Got our first honks of the stream here. Hello, Emily, you dropped your pocket. And Tom Seeley's here, how you doing? Howard Charco, play Misty. Is that the song that goes like, why do birds suddenly appear? Will I be going to Yonge and Dundas? I was just at Yonge and Dundas, Bradley. That's where I began the stream. So now we're walking away from there. wind. Got major wind. I'm back to using my MacGyver foam wind muff and elastic bands. Now that the weather has gone to shit again. Figured this was the safer way to go to make sure the wind noise doesn't get too annoying. Am I on my way to Chinatown? Well, I'm heading in that direction. So I guess I am. Hey, Deb's Crazy Daily has become a channel member. Welcome to City Tier, Debs. Much appreciated. And hello, Whitby Dude. Cheers, Debs. Thank you very kindly. Guy was staring at me like I was an alien. An alien resident here in Toronto. I started watching that show, Alien Resident. I got a Kermit in my throat. Or no, Resident Alien. Not Alien Resident. Hey, 315 Tricky. What the heck? Ten memberships. Holy moly. Debs sent 10 memberships. Wow. That is amazing. Thank you again, Debs. That is awesome, awesome support, and welcome to 10 new members. I just got 10 new members in my last stream. So 10 more. I'm going to add all those names to the little ticker at the end of my videos. When the music's playing, everyone's names who is a channel member will be ticking by down there. So I'll update that as soon as I can. Thanks again, Debs. Wow, that's incredible. We just hit 300 viewers here. What's up, Aaron Hockey? Ugh, I look rough. I kind of had a nap. I was up early this morning, possibly out recording a 6 in the morning heavy rain video. And then by like 11 a.m. I was like feeling like a zombie, so I went down for a nap, and then I ended up napping quote until like about 4 o'clock. So I still feel kind of groggy, you know. Hey, Robert Armstrong. There's the couch monster over there. We're in front of the Art Gallery of Ontario. This is an elephantine, how do you pronounce that? Elephantine type creature that's made completely out of old upholstery, right? Like pieces of couches and lazy boy chairs and cushions and that sort of thing. People just call it the couch monster. Like each ear is like an old recliner, an old chair, a big old chair. Hey, the casual guy and Jessica, hello. Hello, Simon. Welcome, welcome. We got Billy T. And here's the 9-foot tall woman just standing there. Just for the hell of it, I guess. Just standing there looking. Just saying, what are you looking at? It's kind of what looks like she's thinking to herself anyway. Dressed for comfort, right? She's just looking at everyone in the streetcar. Hey, what's up, user? And Jillian, I could never forget you. And Pamela also. And Bruno. Sweatpants in downtown Toronto, yeah. I mean, I guess some sweatpants are kind of trendy and fashionable now. But at one time, that would not have been the case. A lot of people would never be caught dead wearing sweatpants walking around in downtown Toronto. At one time. I guess times have changed, right? What's up, Matt Chat? And Stewie, hello. We're heading west. That's all I know. We're heading west on Dundas Street. Going to be walking through Chinatown in a minute. Yeah, sweatpants in public was usually thought of as more of a small town or a suburban kind of thing, you know? Not something like for like downtown, big city type fashion, but hey, times change, I guess. I've never been a sweatpants person myself. I don't even own any sweatpants. I don't think I've ever owned any sweatpants, actually. I have pajama pants that I wear around the apartment, you know. I work out at home, so it doesn't really matter how I choose to do it at home. No one has to see. That's all I'll say. If I had to go to the gym or something, I guess I'd have to come up with something. Hey Ryan, hello.
Bye bye.
I think I'll spare everyone the horror of watching me do a workout. There'd be a lot of sleepless nights for a lot of people after witnessing something like that. Hey, Monaco. I posted a push-up video once. Yeah, I was just wearing my pajama pants, I think. And like a tank top or something. I had to come up with something presentable. Alright, we're walking through Chinatown here, if you haven't noticed. Hello, Joao Silva. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I know I probably did. Kind of fairly lively here. Maybe everyone was waiting all day for the rain to stop before they finally decided to go out and do stuff, right? It's like, hey, it's not raining. Let's go do the things. We'll do all the things while we have a chance here. That's kind of what I'm doing. Although I usually stream at this time anyway, it just sort of worked out for me. I just got lucky today. That's what you did, Lisa? Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are doing right now. Did we get 10 more new members? Really? Like, in addition to the 10 we already just got? LOL, holy cow. LOL gifted another 10 memberships. LOL. Didn't you do that the last time too? Holy moly, LOL. Wow, thank you again, LOL. And welcome to another 10 new members. I'm going to be busy updating all the names now. 20 new members in one stream, holy. '21 actually. Right, we're at Spadina and Dundas. Spadina and Dundas, the heart of Chinatown. Hey, cheers, Bill Chow. Hey, look! There's no misty, low-hanging ceiling blocking the tower now. Looks a lot clearer all of a sudden. Hey, get to the tower! Get to the tower! There it is! Get to it! Jasmine's happy. Just got her tower shot. North up Spadina. Hey, live guitar practice. Ray of sunshine. And Carl Roth, welcome. All right, we continue west on Dundas. Alfredo, how you doing? How are things down in San Antone? To leave Chinatown, we got Kensington Market also just on the right, up ahead at Kensington Avenue. Is there a song about San Antonio? Every time I think of cities in Texas, a song pops into my head about El Paso. But is there a song about San Antonio also? A famous song? Because I know that one that goes like, down in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. I know that one, but I can't think of any San Antonio song. Bill Chow, a member for 3 months? Is that what I'm seeing? Cheers, Bill. Maybe there are songs about the Alamo. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, you know? Pink House Dispensary, exotic snacks. There's a vintage store. So Willie Nelson did a song about San Antonio? I probably heard it. I just can't think of it.
You're on live chat?
I'm live, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, chat?
Yeah, you want to say hi?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah. On YouTube.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Yeah, you want to say hi?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You on Instagram?
On YouTube, yeah.
YouTube,
yeah,
what
yeah.
What do you do?
I do walking tours of the city, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm just doing Dundas Street, basically, yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's
Cheers,
crazy
man.
out here, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice though. It's beautiful.
The rain stopped, so yeah. Cheers. You too. He just came right up behind me. I didn't even know he was there. He snuck up on me. This is Alexandra Park we're walking past on this side. It's like an old public housing project that's being all redeveloped with new buildings, including this one. I think this one just opened after several years of construction. I think some new stores will go here. It's always good. Hey, 60s Freak. And Chowdhury, 3 months of membership also. Awesome. Got more San Antonio songs. I have a feeling there are a lot of songs about a lot of Texas cities, you know, country music songs. I'm just not a country music listener, so other than the really, really famous ones, I probably haven't heard them. Famous Master. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. I just think of Ozzy every time I walk past that place. "10,000 Maniacs." Yeah, I remember that band. Natalie Merchant. Weren't they from like Buffalo? Were they a Buffalo band or near Buffalo? A town outside of Buffalo, right? Like Jamestown, New York or something? My sister was a huge fan of, my sister Melissa was a huge fan of 10,000 Maniacs. Hey, Antares, hello? Please use other sidewalk. No. I'll just walk around it, as you've clearly allowed people to do. Make up your mind. Either use other sidewalk, or just walk right here where these pylons are. Unless they meant that path I just walked through is the other sidewalk. Oh, Toronto. Bunch of food places here. Mark's Chicago Beef. That's the only one that's open. Everything else is closed. Why you closed? I think there's more up here though. There's a bunch more. Let's see, anything open here? Yeah, I think that's open. Stuffed grilled cheese is open. Whatever this one is, Chef Harwash. Vegetarian Delights. Smells good. Everything smells good right here. There's Toronto Western Hospital. Hey, Lumiakin. All right, got more here. Closed. Closed. I guess they just open and close whenever the hell they feel like it. It's not like a mall. Or either they're all closed or they're all open. This one's open. Ethiopian and Eritrean. And you can get pizza also. I think that's open. Yeah, maybe it's the same place. Okay, it's the same one. Hey, wine, how you doing? What's up, Shannon? We're at Bathurst. So we're kind of leaving the downtown area, heading into the West End. I was wondering before if this McDonald's was like a freestanding McDonald's. When I was doing my East End stream recently, I walked past the McDonald's at Pape by Gerrard Square, and I thought that might be the closest freestanding McDonald's to downtown, right? But then I was like, what about the one here at Bathurst and Dundas? Is it freestanding? It looks like it is from here, but we'll see on the other side if it's attached to anything. Because most McDonald's downtown obviously are not in freestanding buildings. They're like in like an old street fronting row or inside of office complexes and that sort of thing. Yeah, see, this one is not freestanding. It's attached to this building next door. So I guess the one by Gerrard Square, or actually, is this all the same building? Maybe it is freestanding. Let me look here. I don't know why this has become a mission all of a sudden. I guess it is, because look, it's not attached to the building beside it. And this is all one building here.
Dundas to Broadview Station.
Well, there you have it, folks. So is that closer than the one at Gerrard Square? I think so. So that's the closest freestanding McDonald's to downtown. Basically right on the boundary of downtown. The western boundary. As an urbanist, that sort of thing is of interest to me. People are probably like, who the hell cares? Carolina. You get it, Lisa? Lisa gets my bizarre little observations. That was a good mural. Dundas Grocery. There's actually a lot of good spots all along this strip here. Kind of in between Kensington and Little Portugal. I think they call it Trinity Bellwoods because the park is obviously not too far away. Trinity Bellwoods on Dundas. Hey, there's Neville. How you doing? Is that like Carly Rae Jepsen I hear? Who is that? Begone! Begone! I don't know. Probably wasn't Carly Rae Jepsen. I just thought random pop vocalist. That was the first thing that popped into my mind. Was I right? Chantel says I was right. Could be anyone. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It could literally be anyone. The way they produce pop music nowadays. Doesn't matter who the singer is. It all comes out sounding pretty similar in the end anyway. Once upon a time, pop music was still a bit of an art form, you know? It had feeling to it. And every singer, vocalist, group, whatever, had their own distinct sound that wasn't like any other. Hey, Van Smythe. And Brett, what's up? Hey, Jasmine. Hopefully you'll be able to come and walk the streets of Toronto again soon. I wouldn't mind walking the streets of New York City again. It's been a long time since I've done that. And someday I will. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. Hey, Cam is here. What's up, Cam?
I've always fascinated me, how do they actually go?
Ooh, Waka Sasquatch. Toronto seems more wholesome. Well, I guess it all depends on how you look at it. Trust me, there's a very seedy underbelly to Toronto that might not be apparent just from watching me walk through the streets during a live stream, but I guess I'll take it as a compliment. What's up, Crikey? £1. Cakes and coffee every day. You eat like a pound of cake in there? Is that the plan? Let's go and eat a pound of cake. I think Felicity would be up for that challenge. Ashnick says it sounds good. Challenge accepted, according to Ashnick's. A pound of pound cake, even better. Lambo's Deli. I wonder if they were originally Rambo's and then they got a cease and desist order. They're like, damn it, now we have to become Lambo's. Wouldn't you rather go to Rambo's Deli than Lambo's? I'm just talking nonsense. I'm just in one of those moods where I'm just spouting all kinds of ridiculousness here. I like this old Toronto Star sign they have here. Can you still buy the Toronto Star on there, I wonder? The art is by Bruno Smokey. Lisa knows. She knows it all. All right, Lisa, who did this? Let's test her, see how good she really is. Oh, even if she didn't know who did that, she still knows something about that location. I should have known. It's got random graffiti on this building here. I guess sometimes they just don't bother cleaning it off because it'll just get put up again, right? It's best just to leave it if no one cares. You know what, if you like it, I can relate to that. I know a lot of things only because I like them. That piece has been there a long time. It to me. I like how they built this new house here, but they sort of built it in the style of the old Toronto Bay and Gables, the old Victorian Bay and Gable style from the 19th century. They sort of mimic that style, you know. So it fits in with the neighborhood. I like that. I was having a comment war on YouTube. Someone was visiting Toronto recently and they did a little walk around and recorded their walk around downtown. It looked like a morning sometime in the winter, like when it was like still very wintry, you know? You know how this winter has been, right? It's been a damn cold, snowy winter. So it looks like they were walking around downtown in the morning on like a winter's day, and they're just observing and sharing their thoughts as a first-time visitor to Toronto. And that's fair enough. Whatever, I watched the video. He said a few things that I disagreed with, you know. I mean, he's only here for a few hours walking around. It's not like he can really get a good sense of what the city is like walking around in a random morning in the winter for a few hours, but he shared his thoughts. I stated in the comments what I thought of his observations. Hey, quad mods. And then other people were commenting and whatnot, of course. And somebody was in the comments saying something like, oh, Toronto's so generic, blah, 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 blah. Because he kind of said that too, right? The guy in the video. And other people were agreeing, of course, because everyone hates Toronto, right? People saying Toronto's generic. Montreal is the only city that is unique and has soul and that sort of thing, yada, yada, yada. Someone was saying, like, Montreal has the outdoor staircases that are unique to the city. Toronto is just generic and there's nothing unique about it, blah, blah, blah. Typical ignorance, you know, that you see online all the time. So then I replied to that and I said, well, Toronto has the Bay and Gable style of Victorian row housing, right? That's unique to Toronto. It's Toronto's own unique housing vernacular. Just like the staircase plex buildings in Montreal. That's Toronto's own thing, right? But of course then he had to reply again, trying to downplay that, saying, well, that's hardly apparent, like you wouldn't even notice it in Toronto, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You just cannot convince some people that there's anything interesting or special or unique about Toronto. Sometimes they just refuse to believe it, right? They have it in their head that it's just this dull, boring, generic city that has nothing of interest and has no soul, no personality, all that stuff. It's just so incredibly stupid and misinformed and ignorant. Haters gonna hate, right? Yeah, haters gonna hate. Because it's the biggest city by far in Canada, so of course it's going to get a lot of hate, right? Anyway, that's my little rant for Wednesday evening. And the guy who walked around in the video, he literally only walked around a small part of downtown. He didn't really go north of like Dundas. He went basically from around I'm going to say around City Place up to Dundas and over to St. Lawrence Market. And that's basically all he saw of the city. He didn't see any of the neighborhoods, you know. He needed a guide, right? Yeah. Hey, Derek, hello. And that's part of the reason why I decided to do these videos and streams, just to show people, you know, what Toronto really is like. A lot of misconceived notions out there. Or ill-conceived, I guess is the proper way to say it. Jasmine, yeah, a lot of New Yorkers really like Toronto, you know? And Torontonians really like New York. There's sort of like a mutual admiration between the two cities. Hey, Kissed My Candy, hello. And Lorraine McLean. Kisses My Candy. Like to live there for about a month. Yeah, you know, just to get a chance to just really take it all in. You can't take in a major city in like a few hours, sorry. You just can't do it. At least not a big walkable major city that has all sorts of neighborhoods that are lively. Or not even in a lifetime, yeah. There are parts of Toronto I still haven't been to. But those are the more far-flung outer parts of the city. the least walkable parts, I guess you could say. Post-war development and that sort of thing. Right, we're at Ossington. Ossington Avenue. We've been walking for an hour and 16 minutes. Holy moly. Ossington, yeah, another Aussie moment here, I guess. And the street festival they have here is called Ozfest. I think it's called Ozfest, right? And that was also the name of a music festival. You know, a Aussie themed music festival, right? Hey, look at this guy. Going down Ossington. Do I feel raindrops? Get the hell out of here. It said 0%. 0. Grit and Grace. This is the Ossington Strip. It is a nice night. Emily, yes. I mean, now that the rain stopped, but is it starting to rain again? I'm feeling little drops here hitting my face. And I didn't bring my umbrella because it said 0% chance of precipitation from 6 p.m. on. Big fat 0. We saw Ozzy with Randy. That's back in the glory days. I wonder how it is living like right on Ossington in one of these apartments like this. I mean, there are apartments above the stores and restaurants too on those upper floors. So I guess a lot of people live right on Ossington. But you don't see a lot of old apartment buildings sort of fronting right onto the street so much. Actually, this one has an office in it. A chiropractic and rehabilitation office. Okay. But I think there's apartments too, though. I think it has both. Shouldn't be much. Hopefully it's just a few sprinkles, you know. Got a new place opening soon. I wonder what the apartments are like up there. Hey, Mr. Andrew Heinrich, hello. You can kind of see inside that apartment. Looks kind of spacious, actually. Looks like it has high ceilings, like a loft almost. It's drizzling out in the East End. To think you were at the Eaton Centre right before I started my stream. Hey Janice, Richmond Tan, good evening. This place is called Sundays. Here's where the story ends. Is that song? Is that the band, the Sundays? The lunch lady. This place is jammed. Hello. So you can see the rain coming down, man. What's up with that? Ooh. I think I can smell Blondie's pizza all the way from here. They make pretty good pizza at Blondie's. They have locations all around now. I don't even know what pizza is, according to Norman Paul. That's a pretty presumptuous statement, if I ever heard one. I'm on Ossington, Avita. Ossington Avenue. And I'm kind of walking slow tonight, to be honest. I'm sort of strolling at a leisurely pace here. I could have gotten here a lot quicker if I was in speed walk mode. Yeah, everyone thinks they know what the best pizza is, right? And everyone has a different opinion on what the best pizza is. It's almost like everyone has their own individual tastes and preferences or something. And usually everyone thinks the best pizza is in their hometown or home city, right? Gee, I wonder why that is. At least most Torontonians can admit that we don't have the best pizza among pizza cities. But we do have a lot of really, really good pizza places. around, you know, if you know where to go.
There we go. More?
Just like everyone thinks the drivers in their city are the worst drivers anywhere. No way, they're so terrible in Toronto. Well, I'm from Montreal and drivers here are way worse than in Toronto. What's up, Dixon Cider? That YouTube channel, One Bite Pizza Review, that guy Dave Portnoy, I think that's his name, right? He goes around all over the world reviewing pizza places. And he came to Toronto a couple times and hit up most of the most well-known spots. And he gave a bunch of Toronto pizza places like a 9, a 9.5, that sort of thing, out of 10. And that's about as good as it gets with him, you know? If you're getting a 9, according to him, once again, that's his taste. That's about as good as it gets. And he went to a few places here that he ranked high like that. Body Ollie's, north of Brooklyn, to name a couple. Hey, Abacus. Was it 8.4? Okay, my bad. 8.4 was the highest. But that's still a really high ranking for him, you know? Like, that's basically excellent pizza, according to him. If it's over an 8, that's, you're not going to be complaining, man. That's excellent pizza. Body Ollie 8.3, so basically the same. Yeah, I'm on Queen Street. I just kind of turn the corner and lo and behold, we're on Queen Street now. Brampton has the worst. There's a place on Edward Street right by Yonge and Dundas, or not Edward, Elm. Yeah, Elm Street right by Yonge and Dundas. It has a pizza place called B-Town Pizza, and it's Brampton style pizza, because unknowingly to me Brampton had its own style of pizza, but now you can get it right here in downtown Toronto. I haven't tried it yet. Is it really that bad according to you? Should I try it? I guess the only way to find out is to try it for myself, right? Chantel says, don't try it. I'm always willing to try any new pizza place, really. I mean, it's pizza. How bad can it be? It's like that saying I heard once upon a time. I think it was in a movie. That pizza is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. I think that's from a male point of view, though. I think that's definitely a man who came up with that. Where am I? I'm at Shaw Street. Hey, there's the Nirvana the band, the show house from the TV show. The Nirvana the band guys live there on the show. And for those who haven't seen, Johnny has a video up from a couple days ago where him and I went to go see that movie, Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. So we're both in the theater. He recorded inside the theater, of course, before the movie started, and then once it was over. So you see right inside the theater and everything, and we walk around and talk about it and give it our review, I guess you could say. And it's a sort of an official collab video where both of our names are showing. Not just his channel name, but my channel name is there also. What's it about? You should watch the trailer. Just go on YouTube and watch the trailer. Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. Alright, we're walking east on Queen. This is the West Queen West neighborhood. An hour and a half into the stream. I guess I can do my little spiel, right? I haven't done it yet, so hey, welcome everyone. I hope you're enjoying the walk. If you're a first-time viewer, it's good to have you. If you haven't subscribed yet, do me a solid maybe and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and as far as I know, it shouldn't result in any pain or suffering if you do hit that button. Just the opposite maybe. And then you can come and say hi in the chat if you do subscribe, if you want to. But if you do hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. That way you'll be notified, because I do these streams about 3 times a week usually, and I post pre-recorded walks on all the other days of the week. So yeah, it'd be good to have you, and of course long-time viewers, that applies to you too if you haven't subscribed yet for some godforsaken reason. And that's my spiel. Hey, cartoonist Brian, hello. I don't think I've heard of that pizza place. Is it still open, or is that a pizza place from days gone by? Ooh, look at that apartment up there. That looks like a funky palace, man. What is going on in there? I'm just imagining the song Funky Town is playing in there. The Parkview Arms. This seems like a really old school place here. Furnished rooms. Hey, East Story, hello. Here's Trinity Bellwoods Park. This place should start livening up soon, right? After a long, hard, endless winter. I think this park will go extra hard this year once the nice weather hits. Everyone will just be so overjoyed. This park goes hard most of the time anyway. The forecast is bleak. Don't say that. Don't say that. Hey Mo, hello. Eventually it will come for real. Not like the fake spring we just had. Real actual spring, man. It's on the horizon. Yeah, I'm also a realist. I'm very much a realist. Maybe a little bit too much of a realist sometimes, if there is such a thing.
That's so good. And so, I think you're honestly
Oh, that's still open in Vaughan. That's probably why I haven't heard of it. Triple. I'll keep an eye out for that transit mobile scooter. That's why I said if there even is such a thing, Rebecca. Maybe there isn't such a thing as being too much of a realist. But I know quite a few people, or I have known over the years quite a few people who are the complete opposite of being a realist. And that's a whole other ball game, I gotta tell you. Hey, Sapand, hello. Hey, look, we're back to seeing the tower. Hey, later, crikey, if you're heading out. Hey, Danube, 1090 Riel for the pizza fund after all this talk of pizza. I'm trying to decide if tonight is a pizza night or a pasta night. I think it's one or the other. Thank you very much, Danube. Much appreciated. And Transit Mobile Scooter, also contributing to the pizza fund for a slice. Thank you as well, Transit Mobile Scooter. That's very generous of you.
Hey, we're both blogging.
Are you vlogging? Yeah,
Kinda. What are you on live?
I'm live on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. You got a lot of people on there.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I just walk around the city for a few hours, you know, and chat with people. Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Good
Cheers,
shit,
man.
bro.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Take
keep
it
up
easy.
keep up the vlogging. Yeah. Right. That was a very pleasant interaction, right? They should all be like that. We've had 2 curious passers-by in the stream tonight. Did he have a megaphone? Yeah. He really bellowed out that hay there, yeah. There was a pleasant tone to his voice, yes. The little drizzly rain stopped, but now it's starting again. A bit heavier now. Jura, hello. Yeah, if they're friendly, they're definitely not a dingus of any sort. I don't think there is such a thing as a friendly dingus. Not in my experience, anyway. What's up, Squeaky Cat? There's the Senko. Got cars coming at me from every direction here. Hey, YouTube, how you doing? I think it's possible to advance the arts and sciences while being a realist. I think it's very possible. I don't think you have to be just a dreamer for that sort of thing. Cafe 23. And just because I'm a realist doesn't mean I'm also not a bit of a dreamer, right? I think it's best to be a bit of both. A little bit. I am more of a realist though, admittedly. Some people who are dreamers, and that's all they are, sometimes that's all they do, right? They don't actually make their dreams happen. They just are always in their head and they never put anything into action sometimes. Hey, Strawberry Field Ferry, hello. Just looking at the chat. What did John Lennon say? He said, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one." The Killers video tribute night. So not the actual band The Killers, right? And Gordon Lightfoot video tribute night. Avril Lavigne video tribute night. Here we have a good old-fashioned show here at Bovine Sex Club. That's what I'm talking about. Pop punk from London, Ontario, Full Throttle. Civil Rats, Philadelphia punk rock. Hasty, New York City pop punk. Escape from the USA. The Mitabins, Toronto opening band Legends. Trump is saying, "Don't go to Canada." That looks like a hell of a show, right? Holy cow. Yeah, the Bovine Sex Club is not an actual sex club, if you're wondering. It's just a edgy name for a bar, you know, but there is an actual sex club not too far from where I live called the Oasis Aqua Lounge. I've shown that place before. Botanic Coffee coming soon. Yeah, if you want to check out my video from last year where I hit up Fillmore's, I hit up the Zanzibar, I hit up the Oasis Aqua Lounge, all the finest strip clubs and sex clubs in downtown. I hit them all up in one video. Good times were had. Hey, there's North of Brooklyn Pizza right over there. One of their locations. They have a bunch of locations. Here's some of these 24/7 weed stores. I remember we saw quite a few of them in another stream. I was actually surprised that there were so many 24-hour weed stores. And people say there's nothing unique about Toronto. Well, you have to watch the video, Jillian. I think I published it on April 1st to give you a bit of a hint as to where you might find it and why I made that video. All right, Rebecca, have a good night. It's good to have you for a while. I'm sure I'll catch you in the next one. Well, we got Muzak coming from Alpha's Shawarma. Muzak alert, Muzak alert. A loud car sometimes comes in handy, drowning out the Muzak. Yeah, I think that was an old theater back in the day. Got a Turkish restaurant. That used to be a pizza for years and years on the corner there. And this was the Big Bop on this corner over here. Hey, YouTube, £3 super sticker. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the walk tonight. Crossing Bathurst. So we're coming back into downtown now. Did I miss a super? What did I miss? I see YouTube's. Which super did I miss, Vivian? Did I... Unless you meant the super I just got from YouTube? Maybe there's latency here. Well, there always is latency when people are watching a stream. But I just said thank you to YouTube. Jacques Pilot has been a member for 18 months. Wow. Thank you very much, Jacques, for 18 long months of membership. Are you getting buffering? My signal strength is not showing any loss of signal at all here on my end. All is well. Just for a couple seconds. I didn't even register on my phone here. Hey, speaking of the Bovine Sex Club, here it is. Come and see an awesome punk show here soon. Just a tangle of old bicycle frames and tires and other assorted metal and wires and things. It's an iconic sort of storefront here. I'm not sure how far back that goes, like to the 90s maybe? I'm not sure. But it looks like the type of place to come and see a crusty punk rock show, right? One Star Bar. $5 shots at the One Star Bar. You can also catch some just rock shows there, industrial, just live music of the more edgy variety mainly. I have a friend, Connor, has a band called Trick Casket. They're like an industrial band, right? He's the front man, he writes a lot of the songs and whatnot, and they've played shows at the Bovine. What's happening here at the Velvet? Any sign of something new? It looks like it's unchanged. It says, "Thank you for the memories. Something is coming soon." So, you know, that bodes well for the future of this location here. I figured something else would come along after the Velvet closed. Something similar, mainly, hopefully. Maybe even better. What have we got? 360-ish viewers. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Wednesday evening, hump evening. It was a goth venue. I think in its earlier incarnation it was sort of like a goth venue, right? The Velvet Underground. Then it sort of moved away from that. It was still a live music venue though, not so much goth anymore. Maybe the occasional show here and there. Or maybe the occasional night. Hey, have a good night, Carol. But they've had lots of shows there in more recent years that were definitely nothing to do with goth or anything goth-like at all. Downright pop in some cases, I remember.
The two Acropolis guys, they're theosophists, but they're like really
Hey, Stephen Edwards.
make me watch one of those 3 a.m. videos, and which is effectively like
Used to be a KFC. I think I remember that. Here's the Bling Bling store. They used to have a sandwich board that they'd put out here that said Bling Bling and Ken. And I was like, what does the N Ken mean? Like, why and Ken? But of course I took a picture with me standing beside the sandwich board, because I figured, well, we got the Bling Bling, here's the Ken. Just so it made more sense, right? I think I have that picture on my Instagram, maybe, from like a long time ago. Queen video, yeah. Hey, Jennifer Thomas, hello. Welcome back, East Cypher.
And it was like $15.
Yeah, welcome to any new first-time viewers. Once again, thanks for checking out the stream. And thanks to those who have subscribed and come and said hi in the chat if you are a first-timer. If you dig these sorts of walks, I do these regularly. Mostly here in Toronto. I do venture to other cities from time to time. Most recently I was in Edmonton, Alberta for a day. I was literally there for like 24 hours. There's Burrito Boys. And we got Choppy, hello, and Be Nice Again. It's a Hawaiian poke bar. Pokito. Or is it Pokito? Is it Pokito or Pokito? What do you think? You're a Continuum lifer. That's awesome. Cheers, John O'Meara. St. Catharines, there's a city that I have yet to explore, you know. It would be an easy trip, you know, to St. Catharines. Hey, have a good night, Transit Mobile Scooter. And hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. You're going there tomorrow, yeah? MT3, hello. Alright, we're at Queen and Spadina. Death from above. Remember when they had to add that stupid year onto their name? Because another band was called Death from Above or something? Kind of like the band Bush had to become Bush X because there was already a band called Bush. Hello, Emma. Toronto has more restaurants than you could ever even attempt to try in a lifetime, right? And it's constantly changing. Like on a weekly basis, just about. This is like eating heaven if you're into trying new restaurants. Like literally one of the best cities on the planet for that sort of thing. And I'm not just saying that. There's the Horseshoe, famous music venue. Hey, hot pot. Is Steve's closed yet? Still open for now, 50% off. Steve's Music Store, soon to be closed. Kind of a bummer. The sign says open in the window. Did they just not bother taking it down? Or does it say closed? It says closed. Okay. I don't know why I thought it said open. And here's the Rivoli. This plays a big part in the Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. The Rivoli and the CN Tower are two of the main characters in that movie, along with the two main actual human characters. I can hear some music coming from inside there. Sounds like a live band. Maybe they finally got a show there. Although that doesn't sound like anything they would play. There's no piano. There would have to be a piano. Hey, Bungee Skunk. I wonder if this place will see like an uptick in their business and curious tourists and that sort of thing. If that movie becomes sort of like a cult movie, you know? The show was already a bit of a cult thing to begin with, but now the movie might actually increase that. People traveling to Toronto just to see the legendary Rivoli because of that movie. The unattainable venue. Only the best of the best could ever hope to ever play a show at the Rivoli. Hey, Carlos. You'll be getting hammered on Friday night. You worked there for 5 years. Is that right? You're... Queen West vibes here. The Bamboo, that was a very legendary place while it was around. Back in the glory days of Queen West here, this part of Queen. According to some people, those were the glory days anyway. Am I doing the St. Patrick's Day parade? I think so. I think that's the plan, yeah. As long as it's not pouring rain or something, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Even if it is pouring rain, I might still do it. Queen and Soho. That's right, Toronto has its own Soho right here. And some New Yorkers, when they visit Toronto, do say that Queen West does sort of remind them a little bit of Soho in Manhattan, right? Maybe that's why they have that street name there. A bit of an homage. Homage? Is that how you pronounce that? There's a bar there on the corner, a sports bar. It used to be another old bar called the Black Bull. That was there, well, for forever. It was supposedly the oldest bar in Toronto, according to some people, but it closed. Now there's a bar, a sports bar. There's a black market. There's another black market further up ahead on this side. Here's the weed store that pretends to be a cookie store and also pretends to be a nightclub. is the Duke of York. I'm not sure. Is the Duke of York still around? Anyone know? I don't remember seeing a place by that name. Yeah, that's right. London also has a Soho. In Toronto, it's not a neighborhood, though. It's just that street name there. Queen West is the neighborhood. Here's the old Much Music building at Queen and John. Live from Queen and John, this is Much Music. Vintage. If we go down to the vintage.
In like the village. You don't think it's still
Yep, this Much Music building makes an appearance in the movie, the Nirvana, the band, the show movie. Hello, Mark. How you doing?
I just don't think I've ever walked here. Look, you don't even have your 7 a.m. meeting.
There we go. 2 icons right there. 2 icons in one shot.
This has to be 3,000, 3,000 bucks.
Hey, Picard. Tea, okay, hot. Well, look at all the people walking around. If it wasn't safe, it probably wouldn't be so busy. Downtown Toronto is very safe. The vast majority of the time for most people. As long as you're not involved in any shady business, I think you'll be fine. Ooh, I just noticed my gimbal is in the red here. Might die on me. I'll plug it in. Unplug my phone and I'll plug in my gimbal. Ran into a couple of friendly people earlier on. Yeah, Vivian and Alan Kay, you know who the trolls are and who the trolls aren't. You know who to deal with in certain circumstances. Here's the Campbell House Museum. This wasn't always here. They actually moved this house from the east side of downtown and plopped it down here on the corner of University and Queen. They had to move it on a giant flatbed truck across downtown. You can find pictures online of when the house was being moved. Hey, donkey. I've never gone inside either. Right, University Avenue. G. Attable, hello. The Hilton is a nice place to stay. I think I've seen a few YouTubers visiting Toronto who stayed at that hotel. Hey, good evening, easygoing. And hello, Mazes or Hassan. The heck? Where are those noises coming from? Very odd. Yeah, there's the Sheraton. That's your dream, for real? Ooh.
To be honest, I mean,
It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Hello, Francis. Alan K, $2 for the Pizza Slice Fund. Thank you very much, Alan K, for contributing to the Pizza Fund. I'm starting to lean towards pizza over pasta for tonight now. Thank you very much, Alan. Much appreciated. I hear loud-ass music coming from City Hall, so I'm gonna cross the street here. Let's walk right through here. We'll walk right through the Sheraton here. I don't think I've ever walked through here before for some reason while I was live streaming. Sounded like Adele was playing. That's surely going to get me a copyright claim. This way, that's what that sign says. We're on Richmond Street. What's up, SG? A couple of ambulances heading down Bay Street. I heard someone was stabbed outside of Union Station today. Yeah, SG, I better get home before I turn into a pumpkin, right? I like these little raccoon murals you see around town. Very Toronto. Hello, Jada. I remember there used to be a really weird little building here, right in that space. I have a picture of it from years ago before they tore it down. It was this bizarre little building, and I never really knew what the heck it was or what was in there. But I'm glad I have a picture of it. Maybe if you go back in time on Street View, you can see it. You're on Richmond Street between Bay Street and Shepherd Street. It's a very odd little building. Hey Ziggy, hello. You never noticed? Yeah, check it out, Lisa. It was really strange looking. It should be up on the older street views if you go back in time. Bay. Hassan, surely if you can leave those messages, whoops, here. Why did I do that? Go back. It's doing this again. It did this last time. Pretty odd behavior from my gimbal tonight. Surely if you can leave those messages here on a random live stream, you can contact some other means which might actually be able to help you, right?
Oh, you haven't been?
No, like I think.
Get a haircut. No, I like my crazy hair. Hey, Seven Asan, hello. I look better bald? Well, sometimes my head is shaved, right? So there are plenty of old videos and streams where I basically have no hair, or very little hair anyway. Yeah, my hair just goes wild once it gets to a certain length. It's very fine. Like each strand of hair is very fine. So the slightest breeze, the slightest change in humidity, and it just goes nuts. There's no way I could like have a hairstyle and it would stay in place, right? Unless I use like a ton of product or something, where it basically has like a hard plastic shell on it or something, because there's no way it will stay in place.
First major street is A, and then the next major street is York. That's not too far.
We have one of those.
And we're back at Yonge Street. Looked at a condo near here. You'd be right in the middle of everything if you lived around here. Going to Metro. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm actually finding tonight's walk quite invigorating, you know? Because the temperature is not that bad, really. It's still fairly mild. And the little bits of rain that we had on and off never really continued or got any worse, thankfully. Hey, thank you, Vivian. That's right. Do all the things, hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. As you might have heard on Seinfeld. Yeah, they could divide up the old Hudson's Bay store into a bunch of smaller stores and just make it another part of the mall. That seems more likely than finding like some big tenants to fill all that space, you know. Even if it's one big tenant per floor, that's still a lot. Hey, Bath. How's it going, Bath? Yeah, I thought tonight's walk would kind of suck just because of the weather, you know, but it turned out to be, you know, pretty damn good. Not as nice as the other night when it was a lot warmer, but still. Hey, Advisorate. Yeah, maybe my nap perked me up. At first I felt groggy, but the grogginess has lifted, you know? It takes a while sometimes after you nap like that for you to get back up to fully functioning. Marcelo. Well, as long as you don't do anything against any of the chat rules, which are stated right down below in the description box, below the window, there's the description. The chat rules are clearly listed there. As long as you don't do anything against those chat rules, there's no reason to worry about being timed out or banned or anything like that. The chat rules are, you know, fairly specific. I might be joking about that Basset Hound one though, maybe. But the rest of them are legit. Don't let Felicity hear me say that, though, about the Basset Hounds. She takes those very seriously.
Oh, I know.
There's McVeigh's. Hey, Mary Valencia, $6.99. Thank you very, very kindly, Mary. Very much appreciated, Mary. Hope you're enjoying the walk tonight. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, Greg, that's pretty much it. Just have fun and be respectful and you should be fine. It's not that hard to do, is it? I think most people are able to handle that, no problem. I never noticed there was a Domino's here. How did I never notice this before? I wonder if this is closer to my apartment than the Domino's at Sherborne and Wellesley.
How hot is it?
That woman said, "How hot is it?" Yeah, I'm a bit more chatty when my mood is, you know, a little more upbeat, I guess. I'm telling you, that nap has worked wonders, I think. Am I going to hit 3 hours? Maybe. Big bricks tag. That one over there. That is big. Look at those big fat bubble letters. Holy moly. Hey, welcome back, Sapand. Building looks so dark and foreboding since nobody lives in it yet. No lights, not a light to be seen turned on in that building. It's like the Dark Tower, right? The Dark Tower of Toronto, for now anyway. Hey, have a good night, Vivian. I hope the unpleasant moments in the chat tonight weren't driving you nuts. But hope you get some good rest, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Yeah, it helps when I'm not out in like sub-zero ridiculousness, you know? With like wind chill blowing in my face, freezing my fingers and my other extremities that shall not be mentioned. It's always nice when that's not happening. It tends to improve my mood. This whole building here is just an eyesore. I mean, it's got some neat art covering it now, I guess, but it's just so odd that this is in this condition and it's been here for so long. And no one has come along and bought this to redevelop it or anything. I am now at Jarvis and Queen. Queen and Jarvis. Well, there's sort of art on there. I'd say that's art. It's not just some random effortless tag or something. Hello, Teresa. Have a good night, Karen. And which one was more fun, Lisa? The doing or the watching? You don't have to answer that. So I'm back on the east side. This is my home turf here. Hey, Kensington Cisco, hello. Well, it was a lot soggier and foggier earlier. Like 3 hours ago when I started the stream. Things can change in 3 hours. And if you're in Toronto, it was soggy and foggy for almost the entire day today. Oh, that sounds fun. I like going to the top of parking garages. Yeah, I think today was supposed to be way rainier, right? Than it actually turned out to be. They were calling for much more of a major rain event, I think. We did get a lot of rain, don't get me wrong, but maybe not as much as they thought we'd get. I got in trouble crawling up on top of parking garages before. Well, not crawling up, but you know what I mean. Because apparently sometimes if you go into a parking garage and you don't actually have a car in there, they just think you're up to no good. And security might decide to rough you up or whatnot. That actually happened to me before. You had your camera out. Yeah, I didn't have my camera. I didn't even have a camera at that time. They just thought I was planning to break into cars or something like that. And I was like, I just want to go and look at the view from the top. Why can't I just do that? I just want to literally go up and look down and go, ooh, look at this view. Nice. Alright, crossing Dundas. We're at Jarvis and Dundas. Hey, Chris Anderson. I'm doing okay. Trying to think if there's anything I need at the grocery store since I'm close by. I don't think there is, you know. I think I'm good. At least nothing that can't wait until tomorrow. So maybe I'll wrap it up here. We passed 3 hours. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I'm all good. I got Vector, I got root beer, I got pizza. Eventually I'll need more of all that stuff, of course. I don't have yogurt, but that can wait. I wasn't planning on having any yogurt tonight, so... yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here. So thanks everyone for the fun-filled Wednesday night walk, hump evening, you could say. We started at the Eaton Centre. We went all the way west along Dundas to Ossington, then down to Queen and all the way back east again here to Jarvis, cutting through a bit of the financial district along the way. Hope you all had a good time. I certainly did. The rain held off for the most part, so that's all I was hoping for. So hope to see you in my next stream. Probably on Friday, so once again, hit that notification bell. Of course, like, share, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. Hope to see you in my next live stream, and also tomorrow night I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video. And it's not live, but there's a live chat as the video is playing, and everyone chats along, watching, and I'm in the chat too, of course. So around 7:15 tomorrow evening. Hope to see you there for that. And a big thanks to Vivian and Alan K. I think there might have been a few issues in the chat tonight, so thank you very much. And huge thanks to all the support with the Superchats, Super Stickers, or any PayPal donations that might have come through. I'll check later for those if there are any. But thank you so much for supporting. It is very, very awesome, very generous, and it means a lot to me. Thank you to all the channel members, new subscribers, old subscribers, everyone really, returning channel members, all that stuff. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all next time, because as always, I will continue. It's gotten windy. All right, I'll see you all in the next one, people. Thank you. Look at this hair. Look at this hair. My God. All right, have a good night, all. Yoink.